and to remember that they carried but a portion of the truth, that there were members of their family that were out on their own migration, traveling in the four directions, who also held a sacred portion of that truth. The Hopi say that most of their clans return to the place of origin, even to the point of being able to specify the date, the time that there was the return. But they say that there were others, many others, who traveled, who in time, because this migration took a long time, in time began to think that they had the only truth, or the best truth. So they stopped in their migration, and in order to protect their truth, and they built walls around their truth, and they began to step away from Mother Nature and to try to protect this truth about theirs, and to disclaim the truth of others, and even eventually to kill each other, to create wars, to protect their truth and deny the truth of others. The Hopi say that we are now at the point in our civilization where our technology that does not take in the wider view that includes the wholeness of all things and the heart to balance this mind, get bigger, get faster, get more powerful, get more. That we have come now in this, the fourth world, in a place now where our technology is out of balance and can destroy all things as we know it. The Hopi say that at this point in time, that our technology is repeating the same pattern as before, and now we have created something that they describe as a gourd of ashes that may fall from the sky, boil the oceans, and destroy all life as we know it. But then they say there will be a parallel technology, something that comes about at the same time, and this will be a technology of communication. And there is on a stone wall, as you're leaving Arribi and going down the hill a little ways to a place called New Arribi or Kaikotsmavi, there is a granite, and there is not that much granite on the mesas of the Hopi, but there is this a huge slab of granite, and etched, and with some of the pigment that was used on it is still there, and they've carbon dated this petroglyph as being over 1,200 years old. And what this petroglyph shows, that's been carved into the granite, is it shows the earth as seen from outer space, with the bulge at the equator. Mm-hmm. We're elliptical, we're not spherical anymore. And it shows this earth completely enveloped, surrounded by a shimmering spider's web, that the people of the four directions, each holding a fragment of the same truth, that if they use this shimmering spider's web in a sacred manner, with consciousness and respect, that's a sacred manner. And if they use it in that way, that this will allow the people of the four directions to come together and in sharing their knowledge and truth with the shimmering spider's web as the vehicle, there is a potential to mend the fragments of the sacred hoop. And if that happens, we will move into the fifth world, but not after destruction. We'll move from this fourth world in the fifth world, where the Hopi say they are encouraged only then for all races to marry and to intermingle and to bring their truth and that enormous wealth of coming together and sharing what each other has come to know. But can you imagine a 1,200-year-old carbon-dated petroglyph that expresses the shimmering spider's web that is the alternative to blowing ourselves up to smithereens or toxifying everything so that there will be no fifth world. So that's where we're at now. The shimmering spider's web is here. I don't know if Steve Jobs and the rest of them knew the Hopi story, but isn't it interesting how that's referred? So that is the Hopi creation, migration, and prophecy story that I have been given. That's the portion that I know and I'm responsible for. Now you know it. And